You guys, I have a confession to make. I haven't ridden my Super73 in quite some time. Without trying to bore you to death with more tire problems, here's what's going on. So I threw on the new SuperSucker Maxxis, and once again, I'm just having a hard time setting that bead. I worked on it with a few friends, but another thing that's kind of getting in the way, which this isn't a complaint, it's just an observation, is my blur boundaries aero discs. There's nothing wrong with them. It's just that the tubes that I have in there have this vertical stem, not an angle stem. So it makes it just a little bit harder to work on. But today I'm gonna fix that because I was recommended by someone who works at Super73 this BeadBuster. And if it is the solution, I'll put a link to it down below. And then I also ordered the tubes from Super73 that have the angled stem. They're also a bigger tube. I think I have like the 20 by 4s in there. I think these are the 20 by 4.5. So hopefully that will help push out the tire a little bit more and solve this issue. I've made several tire changing videos on this channel, so I'm not gonna bore you with those details. We'll just throw it right into a time lapse and I'll come back when I have something to say. Got the tires off. I just need to let a little bit more air out of the tubes. I'm going to do this with my valve from Hoto Tools. That is the Air Pump Pro. I'm going to be using that to pump up the tires. Also, what made my life easier is this Hoto cordless drill. And I love Hoto Tools. You've heard me talk about them before, but I do have a link in the description for a discount if you're interested in checking out what they have to offer. They have tools for everything, for every day, but I've really used them for my e-bikes. So check out their website, link in the description below. But now let's see if I can use this valve stem. Probably can't do it with one hand, to let out some air. There we go. Probably can't hear that. I'll put it by the mic, and it's draining out the air. We'll pop what bead is set there. And while we wait, let's see what we have going on in this box. Because it's tubes, gotta be careful with my knife. Yeah, so there we go. We got the 20 by 4.5, 5.0, a bigger tube to help set the bead. So that plus this BeadBuster, it should work. We'll see. So let's see if we can pop these out. Still a little air left. Gotta get my levers here. Let's get this tube out of here. I can just pop this whole tire off for now. There we go. So the reason why it's important to make sure that your bead is set is because it makes for a really bumpy, uneven ride when you're out and about. And I haven't had a smooth ride on my Super73 all winter long. Not that I rode it very much in the winter, but I just want to ride this thing for the summer. See, I have the Grizzlies on here and they fit great, but I already have an off-road bike in my Talaria, or Talaria, however you want to say it. So I wanted to make my Super73 S2 back into a street cruiser. And you may remember I tried with some white wall tires, but those ended up being a bust. So I threw them on a bike that I actually ended up selling. When I saw that Super73 came out with these SuperSuckers, I was all in. I was like, ah, here's tires made specifically for my bike. They do fit a little bit tighter So I'm hoping this is the solution. So you can see why I swapped out the tubes now. These angled valve stems just work so much better with the blur boundary aero discs than having just vertical valve stems. And of course, gotta shout out Blur Boundaries. Also have some discounts in the description below for all of the stuff on their website, or most. Anyway, be sure to check that out as well. These aero discs make my bike look super cool, but they have other things. I also have like Blur Boundary mirrors. I think they're doing seats now, bags, molle panels, all sorts of stuff. So shout out to Blur Boundaries and my dirty hands. So let's talk a little bit more about this BeadBuster. It says that it can work on any vehicle. You can change your tires in minutes, not hours. You can also do a 4-to-1 to turn it into a spray, but I think I'm just gonna go full send on this and just spread it along the bead of my tires. It also says it causes skin irritation, so I threw on some gloves. But yeah, here's a close-up. Let's see what it looks like. Just like a vegetable oil or something, a thick one. But yeah, just gonna dip it in like Vaseline and rub it around the rim there, and we should be good. All right, let's give this a try. So it says max 35 PSI, but I'm going for 40 just to give it some extra beans. Man, that's 40 PSI and it's still not going. So from like here to here, it just needs to snap into place. So I'm gonna let the air out and just add a little extra right here, see if that works. I mean, it's like almost there. What's the other side look like? Yep, same thing, just not quite there. Okay, I lathered even more on, and I'm gonna go up to 50 PSI and stand back. There's 50. Okay, so I went to 50 PSI and this side is good. I heard it pop. I was even in the house kind of hiding out, and I heard it pop from in there. So we're good on this side. It's just, I'm still struggling right here. So with one side of the bead set, I can deflate it, and that should keep the bead set on that side. So then I can just try to rub on just some more of this stuff, and hopefully that works. I don't want to have to go to 60, but we'll see. So I'm being extra cautious because I don't want to break the bead on the other side. I don't think I will, but if it's set, then there's hope for this side. If this doesn't work, I'm going to try the spray bottle route and see if that helps spread it a little bit more. I don't want to do it, but I'm going to 55 this time. This is not recommended, so don't do as I say, don't do as I do. This is just for, what, scientific purposes? All right, here we go. Still nothing. Okay, this is getting slightly frustrating. I'm gonna try on the rear tire, same method. Just see if I can get that bead to set, try to get a win, and then I'll come back to the front tire and see what I can do there. One side set, so I know it's possible. I just don't want to go any higher in PSI, but really want to get these on. I mean, they're made for a Super 73, so they should go on. Shouldn't be this hard. Okay, here goes the rear tire. Just loaded it up. I'll just start out going to 55. This is it. There we go. So the Hoto Air Pump Pro, it's doing what it's supposed to, it's just not doing the job that I need it to do. I don't think it was really meant to give enough pressure to set beads. It's great for pumping up flat tires, whether it's on your bike or your car. I just don't think it has enough oomph to do what I need it to do. So I text my neighbor to see if he has a portable air compressor. If not, I know where one is that's free at a gas station. Might drive down and do that. But last time I did that, the tires blew up on me, and people, or one tire did, and people probably thought I got shot. So trying to avoid that, especially because it doesn't have a meter to measure PSI on it. You just kind of gotta go for it. Anyway, I'm not giving up, just going back to the drawing board. So I'm resorting to some drastic measures. I loaded up my bike, took it to my buddy's house, because he has a better air compressor than me. We are gonna get this done if it kills me. All right, so I'm gonna try this 4-to-1 mixture on the spray here. Hopefully that'll get down into more of the bead and make a nice lubricant. I'll spray it all around the rim. I don't know if this is what I'm supposed to be doing, but all right, this time I just sprayed it on with the 4-to-1 mixture. We'll see if that makes a difference. All right, here goes nothing. Give us that pop, man. So sketchy. Gosh, so sketchy. Oh my gosh. And these are the bigger tubes. They're the 4.5s. And then is it popped? No, it's not popped way out right there. This is always the problem area. Not even the same spot. Alright, we did it. We got it set using BeadBuster. This claim that says you can change your tire in minutes, not hours. Not sure about that, because really what it came down to is filling it up to a scary amount of PSI. So my recommendation is, if you get these tires, probably have a bike shop do it. Let them be responsible. But if not, I'm not recommending this, but it did take, I don't know, I don't even know what PSI we're at because it stopped reading it. But it's full. Gonna let some air out. Gonna put these back on my bike and take it for a test spin. See how it goes. But it's dark right now, as you can see, so I'll get back with you tomorrow when it's light. These SuperSuckers feel so much better, and I love the way that they look with my Blur Boundaries aero discs. I feel like that really completes the look. And of course, I don't think I could have done it without the BeadBuster. I know that I had to go up to a high, ridiculous PSI to get the bead set on the tires. But yeah, having this BeadBuster, I think, really helped. So anyway, I'm gonna throw links in the description down below for the BeadBuster if you're struggling to get some tires on your bike or just want it to make life easier. Be sure to check that out. Also the aero discs, I'll have a link for that with a discount as well. And then the tires too. I'll throw those in if you want to throw those on your Super73. But yeah, this just feels so much smoother. I did try to ride it with the bead not set, and it was like those cartoon jalopy cars, you know, those old cartoons. I don't know, I'm old, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, that does it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up button down below and leave a comment. Let me know what you think of how it looks. And of course, while you're down there, have a great rest of your day.